Hey, I got my space heater going in my guitar lesson studio. Trying to stay warm. I'm going to work on a D major pentatonic idea for a little bit here. If you had to play over maybe a chord progression that goes like D, down to a C, to a G, back to D, you can do things like it's kind of like parts of a D chord, parts of a C chord, a G chord, and a D. But only I'm using the flat part, which looks like an A chord shape, like an A, only it's up here. I'm using that. I'm using middle and ring on the 4th string, middle, 7th fret, ring on 2nd string, 7th fret. So they're on the same fret. That's my D. Then I can do a hammer on, just a little fancy extra stuff there. And I can take it down to C. So I can slide it. There's my C at the 5th fret, and G is at the 12th fret. And then if I want to go to a high D, just goofing around, it's easy, it's the same thing. D, C, G, D. Or you could do it like, there's so many ways you can do this. You can do a D up here. There's my C. So D is a D-shaped chord at the 14th and 15th fret. Take it down to C at 12 and 13. G is at 7 and 8. And the D. That's not a bad way to get rolling. You can also do this really great pattern, this like. So that's just based on like a 5/7 on the fat string, 5/7 on the next string, the A string. Then you got your slide. So that's your position shift from the 7 to the 9. And that's not going to sound so, I'm just kind of making it really obvious. There's your 7/9, 7/9. That's a 7, and then now you got to go to 10. This is really cool. This is a special bend I want to do. This is at the 10th fret, 2nd string. So that's a really kind of a sweet sounding bend. You can hold it up. Maybe get some feedback if your amp is loud. Now, it's important to control your bend. So you're going to go up and hold it. Then, when you want, let it down. With control. So the problem is sometimes people bend and then their hand sort of caves in. You know, or some sort of a clam note happens, but we want to control it. So you got two bends we're looking at in this space. Your 10 on the second string, combine it with the 9 on the third string. Those are your two super hot bends in this key and this position. So you can just hang out on that in that spot and come up with a lot of interesting phrases. So you have to kind of, keep, you don't really have to keep moving up and down the neck. Sometimes you just find one spot and hang out there. It sounds really good. There's a little hammer on pull off at 7 and 8 on the second string. That's like almost a unison bend where I go, that's a 9 going up a whole step, and then hitting this F sharp on the second string, 7th fret. That's there's so many things we can do. I'm going to add a lot of details. You can do second string, same kind of thing. So this is an A going up to a B. Then I'm going to get a B on the first string and make them play together. Same pitch, but adding two strings makes it sound kind of it adds a lot of really interest to it. First, one note's good, then the two, and you're struggling to get them in tune. Like if you're a little flat, it sounds pretty squawky and weird. The closer I get them in pitch together, the oscillation will slow down. You're going like ee. Okay, now I'm going to slow it down more. So it's going like wow, wow, wow. Now I'm going to get them more close to perfect. Ouch! So you get, so make sure to bend with 2 fingers. Then you'll have more power and your fingers won't hurt as much. I got 11s on the Strat, so it's, usually you'd have 10s or 9s on a Strat, I suppose, but I thought I'd be a tough guy and put some 11s on. So, I'm going to go do a little more. I want to add, with my pinky on the first string, this root note, a D, 10th fret, first string. And I'm going to add the, here's an awesome position with my pinky and ring on the 10th fret. Cool. Now, that's important to be able to control it. You got to be a nice full step. If you're flat, it's going to sound not as good. So you definitely don't want to be sharp. You just want to be a full step exactly. Now, my Strat whammy bar is kind of, the springs are kind of given in as I bend, and it's kind of kind of going down because of the springs on back. So mine's going to be a little wacky, but so you can combine that with this one. So I'm bending the 9th fret, 3rd string, a whole step, and catching these 2 10s. Which they can be with pinky and ring and bending with the middle, or you can bend with ring and press down with pinky, which kind of gives you less options, but you get more strength with these 3 fingers. So that pinky's got to be super flat, or tips. I kind of prefer the tips because then you can also get this bend. I don't mean to make it so long, but I just kind of wanted to be a little bit more thorough on this one topic. I got bad hair. I've been outside shoveling and wearing wacky hats and trying to survive the polar vortex. But anyway, that's what I do, is I just play simple things that sound reasonably in tune. Nothing super shreddy or super fast. Everything I do is kind of slow, and you know, it kind of works for me because I'm just not that fast, so I have to find notes that follow the chord progression. So I could have gone on and on longer and longer, but I'm going to spare you. If you want to throw a few dollars my way just to, I don't know, cover some of my time, you don't have to, but you could send $2 to hooverguitar@yahoo.com. That's my PayPal address. You sure don't have to, but some people do, and that's nice. Thank you. See ya.